Hello everyone and welcome to a new series that I'm starting on this channel. I am exceptionally excited. This is My Hero Academia Vigilantes episode 1. So it's a new series, but it's also it's a spin-off of a series that we already know and love, or at least I do. I'm so excited to jump into this. I actually didn't realize I would be doing this today. I recorded the previous video that I posted was my reaction to the OP and the ED of this show. I did that on its own because I thought that the dub for this was not going to come out for weeks. And so I had on my schedule that the sub comes out today, but I'm probably not doing a video of it today. I'm probably not doing it for a couple weeks. Well, I was wrong. They dropped a day 1 dub of Vigilantes, which I am ecstatic for. I'm so happy that they did that, because even the main series hasn't done day 1 dubs, like the simul dubs, for that in a little while, you know. And so I thought that this series wouldn't, but it is, and it's great. I'm so excited. So yeah, I'm looking forward to jumping into this. I'm going to give some context, some important context before we jump into this, because I think it's very important for you to know. But like I'm just so giddy that I'm getting to watch this today. So first order of business, and this is probably the most important one, is that I own the manga. I have read the manga of My Hero Academia Vigilantes, and I kind of told this at the start of my OPED reaction video as well. And the reason I had to take it out there is because I've got a stack of manga that hold up the camera. I don't have like a tripod. I've got like manga. So that's why I had to do that. But anyway, there was a point in time where I needed, like, I had like a craving for My Hero Academia content, and I didn't want to spoil myself on the main series. I didn't want to read the manga of the main series because I loved watching the anime so much. I didn't want to spoil myself at all. So at the time, the Vigilantes manga, I feel like it wasn't super well known. It wasn't super talked about. It was just this little thing off to the side. I thought, you know what, I'll give that a crack. And I read through that, and I read that as it was coming out. I thought it would never get an adaptation, honestly. I don't know why I thought that. I just kind of assumed that, like, this is something that's going to stay in manga form. There's never going to be an anime adaptation of this. And I was wrong, and I'm happy to be wrong, because not only is there an anime adaptation, it's also done by Bones, and it looks, so far, from the OP and the ED and the trailer that we saw, it looks like it's going to be awesome. So I'm really, really excited to jump into that. Now, the good news is, I remember, like, a couple key things that happened, but I don't actually remember each of the events that happened and stuff. It was like, I read this years ago, and I only read it through once, and sometimes I was tired while reading it. So there's like a few moments in the series which I remember, but overall it's going to be like as fresh as it could be for a thing that I've read before, because it's not in my brain right now, you know. But what I do know is that there's some characters that have stuck with me that I've really enjoyed, and I can't wait to see them on screen. I can't wait to see them animated. I'm going to be gushing over it. But don't worry, I won't be talking about anything in the future. I won't be talking about anything that hasn't happened in the show. I won't be hinting at it. I think I'm pretty good at not letting any of that go, you know, and I'll just only be commenting on the stuff that we see play out in front of me, and frankly, it's gonna be most of what I remember anyway. Like, I'm probably not gonna remember things that happen afterwards. Other order of business, obviously, I mean, it's in the title, so like whenever people click on these videos and then complain about it, even though it's in the title, I think that's really ridiculous. But I'm watching the dub of this show. I hope it's in the title anyway. Like, if I forgot to put in the title, then oops, I'm sorry. But I'm gonna be watching the dub. I watched all of MHA, the original series in dub. I've also watched it all in sub. I want to say that I've watched the original MHA about 3 or 4 times in sub. I'm currently doing another rewatch of it in sub. And I've watched it maybe 12 to 13 times in dub. The dub for MHA to me is like the perfect dub, the perfect English dub. And to me, I way prefer the voices. And I can say that because I have watched them in both versions many times. Like I've given them both a fair chance. I love the sub as well. The sub's great. But for me, the dub is like perfection. There's not a thing I would change in it. So so obviously there's no, like, why would I watch the sub for this series? It wouldn't make any sense. So I'm going to be watching the dub, and I'm really excited for it. I saw they had put the cast up, and so it's Macy Ann Johnson, Jack Broadbent, and Jason Manochka. Oh, I made his name Russian, but I don't think it's Russian. Manocha. I did not know these names off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure Jack Broadbent is a newcomer. He's like, might be his debut into the anime industry, so I'm really interested in seeing that. Jason Manocha, I looked him up. Only things I really know him from definitely, like that I can picture his voice in, is he's Odysseus in Hades and he's Omen in Valorant, so I could like picture those voices. But he's been in a lot of other stuff. I just like, you know, not a ton of stuff that I can immediately go like, oh, that voice, you know. And then Macy Ann Johnson, I know from a few things as well. And when I was looking through her roles, several of the characters that she played, I specifically remember going like, oh, I love her voice, you know. Like one thing was I believe she was the main the protagonist in Akadama Drive, which I remember absolutely adoring her voice in that. So I know that there's a lot of yapping at the start here, but I saw them post this, and I've been so curious for a while who they're going to cast as these three characters. I would not have named any of these three people as like on my cast list for it, because I like didn't have these people's names on the top of my head, but like from what I can see, they seem like they might be right for it. So I'm really excited to find out. Pop Step is just a character that I absolutely adore, so I can't wait to see her take on it, especially. So Macy Ann Johnson, did I say Mary before? Macy Ann Johnson, you know, you've got more pressure on you than the other two do, because this is a character that I really love, but I'm sure you'll knock it out of the park. The things that I've seen her do beforehand have been amazing. Can you tell that I'm like glowing and gushing? Like I can't wait. I just can't wait. So we're gonna jump in. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Go to my Patreon account if you want the full length fucking reaction and early access. You can get the whole episode. You can watch the whole reaction with me. You just sync it up with your own footage. It's the best way to consume the content IMO. Because you don't have to worry about the cuts and stuff, and you also get to financially support me, which is great, and you get all the content from this channel and my Jent Watches One Piece channel. It's over 1,000 videos. It's so much stuff that you get. But yeah, make sure to support the video if you want more My Hero Academia Vigilantes reactions. Please make sure to comment on the video and tell me that you want more. Tell me your favorite parts, all that sort of stuff. I would love to see your comments down below. Let's jump into this My Hero Academia Vigilantes episode 1. Let's do it. So excited, so excited.
The first incident was in Qingqing City.
Deku!
An extraordinary child was born who radiated light.
We got Justin Briner in here.
The world became a superhuman society with about
listen to the music. It's not as like heroic.
Some uncanny ability as chaos overtook cities. A new profession emerged. A select group licensed by the government.
Look at this art style for them.
To help people
maintain
order. They aren't chosen defenders, but rogues acting on their own sense of justice outside the law.
Which Deku did once.
Can what they do be called moral?
In season 6.
In fact, it's
I mean, technically he was acting in the law.
Heroes at all. Now, we see a story before Izuku Midoriya ever attended UA. A story of vigilantes.
I like that Deku is still like the narrator of it. Now, I already saw the OP in my other video, but I will watch it again. I love the animation for Pop Step's dance. Oh, this is so good. Here we go. Vigilante, a member of a volunteer. Okay, and as when self-appointed doer of justice. Okay.
Run for it!
Oh my god, it's fucking Warpole.
ain't my bike!
What?
Fear not!
All right. I am here.
Right, because I am here!
Yeah, baby.
Right,
Don't get to hear Chris Sabat doing these lines anymore.
Of course, he's the best!
Prime All Might voice lines.
are you safe? That's all that matters!
Oh crap! I'm late for class!
Uh-oh.
I'm so sorry!
Oh,
Look me do, you runt.
I mean,
Why don't you tell us what you're gonna do to
there's probably
make it
better
all
ways to threaten this guy than pouring out your own
better?
drink.
Hands and knees.
I sincerely apologize!
Oh, the music! They're actually using the MHA soundtrack? I guess that makes sense.
Koichi Himawari.
Prison Mike's still the narrator!
Time job. To activate it, he needs at least 3 points of contact with the surface.
Hell yeah.
It's barely as fast as a bike.
But,
It's not very fast, though.
like, look how little energy he has to use. Like, I'd love that quirk, honestly. It sounds great. Yes! Oh, it's cool, because I get to hear the Japanese voice actor as well. Whenever she sings.
I'm so grateful to all of you for supporting.
I'm so excited. This would be great if you were just walking home and there was a concert like this. Oh, it's a good song. Where does the music come from? Oh, probably. Oh, the speaker on the microphone, probably. The posing.
Hopefully the cops don't catch on too quick. Her singing's nothing impressive.
What do you mean?
Obscures her face.
This singing's great.
Man, if only I had the leap quirk.
Leap quirk. I mean, is leap quirk so much better than yours, Koichi? I feel like yours is pretty fucking useful. I mean, just
Simply,
leap isn't that
people
impressive.
admire what they look up to. Typically, the opposite happens.
People look down on you because they're literally looking down on you.
Welcome.
We're gonna tear him up once we find him.
Oh,
Right?
you found him.
There's that cockroach.
That was lucky for you.
Like my quirk, you can call it Spike.
You're just Wolverine?
That does it. Tonight, I'm gonna try it out.
Oh my god.
It's time to change into my special suit.
It's so
Go
Spider-Man.
crazy with my quirk.
Just having your own little, like,
Now this feels good.
homemade suit.
Here, found my first target.
Oh!
You dropped this. Night bus stop can be found
Whoa.
right this way, ma'am.
Is that Deku's mom?
Got this train leaves.
I think that was Inko, right?
The name doesn't lie. He's so sweet.
Nice
Thanks
guy.
For your work. Nice guy.
Ooh-wee. Nothing quite like doing good to make you feel good.
What a vigilante.
Night. I could really
Picks up phones for women.
Whoa, hold it! Pop Step, what are you doing?
Oh, look at that little hoodie.
You
Or
know,
jacket.
I see
Maybe
you
it's
out
not a
here
hoodie.
all the time. You're the what was it? Cockroach guy.
Nice guy, thank you. I want to be useful to society like him, at least in my own small way. And don't call it lame. It's really cool.
Don't.
I like that she jumps around.
You know your place.
Aw.
whatever.
She's got like a nice little gremlin voice.
Knows this place. Excuse you? I'll have you know my drinks aren't a joke. I'm the real deal.
Uh-oh.
Watch it.
Don't touch her.
Someone you know.
Oh my
Would you look
god.
at that. Check out what she's wearing under the coat.
Oh my god.
We gotta. What kind of hero hides their face under makeup? You're more like a villain.
Please stop it.
Oh my god, fuck these guys up.
Then scram with that lame hoodie.
Whoa, what? It's not lame. It's not my business. Sorry to bother you.
Oh. It'd
No.
be impossible to just walk away from
And
that.
I'm not Nose's place.
He's still thinking about the hoodie.
Huh? Why are you blabbing?
But I can try.
Oh!
Don't
Just
tell me you
collided
won't
with
stand up
his
to us.
leg.
But look who didn't get enough last time.
All right, I didn't even realize they didn't know it was him. Oh, he can do it from his feet as well.
Then we'll make this exhibitionist wannabe show more than her face online.
Jesus Christ. Oh.
No! Why go that far?
This is the thing, I don't remember any of
Damn
this.
annoying little. That's why.
Stop!
The music.
All Might's not always available.
I can't hear you.
Oh man, the smudged makeup is so sad.
Yeah. No matter how much we wish
Just
he'd
for what
jump
it
down from the
means.
sky, he's not coming.
Someone's jumping from the sky though.
Someone jump from the sky.
What was that? Did I
Oh.
hear you talking about All Might?
Oh, his
Well, he
voice.
couldn't make it. Tough luck. I'm here instead. Landing, but I'm not gonna worry about that. In a pinch, a
Oh.
pile of trash makes a decent cushion.
I like the gravel in his
And I
voice.
avoided landing on my neck. There shouldn't be any risk of cervical injury or conditions to worry about.
Go home, old man.
Oh yeah. Oh, the animation there was great.
You asked who I am and what I'm doing. I'll answer one at a time. They call me Knuckleduster.
Uh-huh.
Ability to take out trash like you.
So dope.
This guy's insane. Come at me.
I mean, you guys are insane. Look what you're doing to a woman for no reason. Except you're creeps.
Fine. With a false alarm.
Okay.
Easy,
Looking
Tiger.
at the color of their
Oh,
tongues.
we're not where?
You showed serious promise back there. Come with me. I could use an extra hand. I'm gonna turn you into a hero, kid.
You just got recruited
Thanks, but I'm really
for
not
bumping
the
into
hero
someone's
thing.
leg.
Yeah.
You want me to believe you've never once wanted to be a hero?
Yeah. If you're
Well,
wearing
of
that
course.
hoodie.
One should care, right?
About strong quirks and pro licenses? Don't make me laugh. With true justice, when you're faced with something you have to
Look at the
you
poses.
take action or to answer. That's the only question.
Which this guy's working without a license.
Oh my god,
Heard
dude.
enough justice out of you, old
This
man.
fucking loser.
Taking a hostage won't lessen your pain when my fist meets your face.
You think this? At this point, I'm not settling for any less.
When you're faced with something you have to do,
Is he gonna do something?
only question.
Oh! He's doing something!
There's that promise I saw.
Hell yeah! Oh, I love the animation so far. Oh, and the comic booky sound effects coming off. It's so good they're leaning into the comic
For
aesthetic.
3. And how amazing it feels to punch a villain's face in.
That's okay.
I really like his
I'm
voice.
afraid I must respectfully decline. I could only think one thing in that moment. He's more dangerous than them.
It's terrifying.
That's it.
19, freshman at Hidonami U.
Hey, that's my student ID. And
19.
my wallet.
Don't tell me all you got in this fridge is barley tea. There's the beer.
Wait, over.
Sorry, but I'll have to confiscate it. You're underage.
Hello? Is he listening to me?
Those things.
He wouldn't be underage if he lived here in Australia.
Sake again, or I'll turn him into mincemeat.
Stop acting tough, dude. You guys got fucked up.
You boys are looking rough.
Jeez, thanks. You got a problem?
Oh, the
You have
glowing
problems. I
scar.
have solution.
That sounds pretty serious.
A drug like
Yeah,
trigger?
It's brand. They call this drug.
Oh, it is literally trigger.
Quirk, but weakens their sense of reason.
So this was in early days of trigger. Oh my god.
It's too much.
Yeah, but between the heroes and the police, won't one of them always be around to save the day?
Well, clearly not. That didn't
Count
happen
on them.
tonight.
Trick. No matter how hard they
Jeez,
try,
they're already
police and
doing it.
heroes can't keep up.
These three have been a
that's where our
problem
job
the whole
starts.
episode, like 5 different
Wait,
times.
did you just...
Exactly. If I find someone with a black tongue, I'll beat him up. Get out there dealing. Smash the drug trade at the source.
Simple.
So punch first, and you asked to see their tongue?
Refusal to cooperate means they get a beat down.
You've got
humor I've ever seen, dude.
He's not joking.
You were joking!
He's not joking.
Really start to get mad.
Huh? So you're looking for some junkies and their dealers?
Oh, I love her
thanks for
voice.
yesterday.
Didn't ask for a thanks.
Anyway, nice guy.
I love the way she bounces
I guess
around.
that's your real name?
That's something you can't
Okay,
get.
Koichi, what are you
a
doing helping
manga.
this delusional weird?
Oh, well, I figure if I don't keep an eye on him, he'll punch every last person he walks by.
How about we try searching buzzwords like new villain or surprise villain and voila!
She's got the social
Now you
media
can focus your
expertise.
efforts here.
You nailed it!
Hey, you there.
Again!
Just a random dude.
Back from a long day at the office!
Open wide.
Is there gonna be something in that briefcase? Oh,
Are those action figures, like, for kids?
hey,
Grown-ass
don't judge.
adult walking around with dolls is suspicious.
Don't judge
Lots
him.
of people are into that stuff. It's perfectly normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a normal guy trying to get through his day.
That's what I'm about to find out. He's
Oh,
saying
God.
that's what I say.
Oh my god. Aizawa!
Gonna do that in public when the sun's still up? Not the smartest. Bad times we live in. You instant villains
He's
are all over.
doing grocery shopping.
I know Eraser Hero. Eraserhead.
That's it? We're done? Oh. Okay, that was great. Right away, what I gotta do is go onto my anime tracking website and see, is this gonna be a 1-core anime or a 2-core anime for this season? I'm guessing 1-core to keep my expectations lower. Let's see. It's 1-core. Okay, that makes sense. I would have been so excited if it was 2-core, but 1-core makes sense for now. Maybe we'll be lucky enough to get 2-core if we get a season 2, which I feel like is pretty likely for us to get season 2 at least of this. That was great. That was really good. I'm really happy. I mean, this feels like it's gonna be a perfect adaptation. The animation was great. The art style is so good. I mean, it's fun. It's sort of like silly. It's like, but it's, you know, it's also dark. Like it's got a very different feel to mainline MHA, which is, you know, what they're going for. If mainline MHA is like got a very inspiring heroic feel, this is very much about like, this is a much more normal feeling. I feel like this series is. It's like a I don't want to say necessarily more grounded, but it's like, I feel like with MHA you're seeing like the peaks of what this society is. Like this is the best of the best, the top shit. But then Vigilantes is really like, here's the base level stuff, the stuff that's happening on the ground floor, which I think is a very interesting story to tell as well. And yeah, I am really happy with the voices. I'm really happy with the voices. Like, oh man, I've been just praying that Pop Step's dub actor has a voice that I get really attached to, and like it took me like 4 or 5 lines to like calibrate to what she sounded like and like what kind of voice she was going for, and then once it hit, I fucking love it. I love it. She's got like a gremlin-y type, you know, quality to her voice that really, really works. And then Knuckleduster, I'm honestly is not the kind of voice that I expected. Not what, like when I look at the character design and when I read the lines, that's not the voice that I imagined necessarily, but I really like it. Like I sort of imagined it being even deeper. You know, like talking sort of down here, you know, but he actually kind of has a little bit, like he's still got the gravel, but he's a bit sort of higher pitched. But actually what it does is it makes him sound more unreasonable, which I think is cool as well. Like he's a little more, it's kind of like a sillier take on it, which doesn't take away from the seriousness of his character and how cool his character is, but it's sort of, the voice to me acknowledges more that he's not just pure badass. He is also kind of an idiot in a way. You know, like I think that's a cool sort of niche to be able to get with the voice. I don't know if that was the intention when they were casting to go for that. or if it was purely like, let's just go for someone who sounds like the character looks. but I feel like, you know, I feel like they could have gone deeper with it, but I'm glad that they didn't, because I think this is a more interesting take on the character and it works very nicely. And I mean, Koichi sounded great as well. I don't want to mention the other two main characters and not mention Koichi. He sounded great as well. But he has the unfortunate situation of he's playing the straight man, the very, you know, normal sounding guy. So like his job right now, at least at this part of the series, he is doing his best job when he kind of blends in, when we don't really think about it too much. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. There's so many things that just like the animation is adding so much to. I mean, everything is very like bouncy. Everything is very comic booky. I mean, as I said, they have like the comic book sound effects coming off of the trash bags, and like off of like, even when he took a sip of his drink, it came up with sip like right above the can. Like there's just these tiny little sound effects that are appearing everywhere to make it very comic booky. I think there were also some like transitions in the show were very comic booky as well. Like when Knuckleduster was doing one of his speeches. Yeah, I found it. This scene, you know, like it's a very comic book framing type thing where it like actually is like a slice taken out of the show to see him posing like that. I just think that's all really cool. And then like it here as well. Hold on, yeah, you got stuff like this, like shots like that where it's like they split the screen in two to make it look like panels in a comic book. And I'm specifically saying comic rather than manga because like there's a slight difference between like comic aesthetic and manga aesthetic, and you know there's overlapping things, but it's like My Hero Academia as a series is very inspired by comic books. You can tell. I mean, Horikoshi, the writer of My Hero Academia, has said like he loves Spider-Man. He's a huge fan of Spider-Man. And so like yeah, the MHA comics, I mean the MHA manga is very based around comics and stuff, and so whenever they go further into the comic aesthetic, it always really fits. It's like the season 6 opening, that's like all comic aesthetic as well, was like really good and fit the series so well. So this, like the fact that they're leading into this, I hope they stick with it honestly for the entire series and they can keep that vibe up, because it's really cool and it like really fits the style. So it's also just fun, like just having this series and just having the cameos in it, you know, having All Might show up, like having like Deku start off the episode narrating, having when a Quirk appears, it's still present Mike saying the Quirk. That's something that like I didn't even think about until his voice popped up, and I was like, holy shit, yes, we're still gonna hear present Mike doing the Quirk. I hope that stays for the whole series. I imagine it will, because it reminds you that you're still in the My Hero universe, and like I didn't it triggers something in me, pun intended, I guess, because of trigger in the show. But it triggers something in me because, like, as I said, My Hero is, you know, one of my favorite shows. I love the show so much. It's so important to me. It always has been, and I, you know, I'm kind of in the process of mourning the loss of it because I know the final season is coming out sometime soon, and I'm really worried, like, because I know I'm gonna watch it and then it's gonna be over and there's gonna be no more MHA, and to me that's gonna be extremely sad. So in my head and in my heart, I've kind of already mourned it a little bit, because I'm kind of like, my heart has already said, well, it's over. Even though I haven't seen the final bits of the show, I've still already come to terms with its ending. So getting this, like, my brain is recognizing I'm watching something new, something I haven't seen in animation form before, and yet I'm hearing, like, you know, voices that I recognize. I'm hearing Deku at the start of the episode. I'm hearing President Mike doing the narration. I'm seeing All Might in his prime form. I'm seeing like a businessman drops a case and out comes 13 and Endeavor and All Might, and like, you know, these dolls that I recognize, you know. I'm hearing the soundtrack. Like, I really like that. I hope this show does have like a mix of the original soundtrack and puts in its own songs as well. Like, I would like if there's some MHA Vigilantes like iconic songs that you'll hear and you'll be like, oh, this is the Vigilantes theme, you know, this is the, like, I you know, I doubt they're gonna have their own version of like You Say Run or whatever, you know. I don't know if it's gonna go that wild, and you know, I don't think the series necessarily needs to do that either, because like, I feel like the mainline series is more about hype, you know. And this series is, you know, I'm sure there's going to be some real hype moments, but it's not, that's not what it's about. That's not the vibe they're necessarily going for as much. But I would love to, if the soundtrack really does, you know, dip into the MHA soundtrack and also dip into its own stuff and fuse them together. That would be perfect. Because yeah, that's just sounds great. But I'm already seeing so much potential in a lot of the stuff that they're doing. And I mean, the fact that I was watching this episode and I did not really remember most of the stuff that was happening. Like, after it happened, I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of remember that happening. But like, I was genuinely making speculations in this episode, not even meaning to, just because I was so drawn in by the episode and didn't really know what was to come, you know. But yeah, I'm just very happy. I'm just in such a great mood. And it flew by. Like, that was 20 minutes. That did not feel like a 20-minute episode. That zoomed by to me. That's so crazy, how quick that went. Yeah, and I mean, like, even just ending the episode with Eraserhead showing up, and we get, you know, we get to be excited about, like, okay, what's gonna happen there, and we're gonna see more Eraserhead, which obviously, you know, a character that is a big fan favorite, but it's not only Eraserhead, it's like prime Eraserhead. It's him before he got all of his injuries and shit. So like, look at him. Look how healthy this man is. Compare that to MHA now. Like, that man is, he looks very healthy right now. But it is also him before, like, Class 1A, you know, changed him a little bit. It's like changed his personality a little bit. So, yeah. I'm so happy. I mean, I wrote down notes, but I really didn't need to, and the notes don't help me very much. Yeah, that's the episode. I guess that's all I'll talk about right now. Yeah, I'm so looking forward to this. I love more My Hero content. And I'm so glad they dropped a day 1 dub as well. So that's MHA Vigilantes episode 1. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I will see you next time. Goodbye.